Hi, John. I cannot hear you. Oh, I cannot hear you. Body language.
Okay, what about now? Can you hear me? Hello, hello?
Yes. Yeah, very clear.
Yes,
Oh.
I hear you.
All right. I don't know what's happening today. Okay, let me get my name back on the board, and we will get started. Give me just a second. There we go. Okay. So, and did I share with you the presentation yet? Let me open this in a new window. And then I'll give you the link if you're interested, and we'll get started. So, I have to keep looking down because I'm going to stand up from now on. So my computer's down here. I have to figure out a way to look at you without missing the keyboard. I haven't figured out what the solution is. But it's only my second day standing up. Okay, here we go. So take a look at this. And if you want to open that yourself, of course, you can open the class material or this link in the verbally chat window. So, let's get started. First, quick hello to everyone out there. Hello, Lena. Nice to see you again. How are you?
Nice to see you again. I'm fine.
Excellent.
But I'm afraid that it's something wrong with my phones when I didn't hear you.
No, I don't know. It's me, I think. Sometimes I don't know what the problem is, but I think it was me. And what about you, V? How are you today?
Yes,
How are you, V? Good? Excellent.
There is an airplane flying over my house. Sorry for the noise.
Okay, as long as it doesn't land on your house, then there's no problem.
Yeah, luckily. Actually, I'm living near the airport. So
You live-
sometimes
You live near the airport?
Yes.
Ah. Is the airport, are you in the city or are you outside of the city?
Yeah, in the city. The airport is at the center of the city.
The airport is in the center of the city? Really?
Yes. Yeah,
That seems like a very bad idea.
I know that, but it has existed for a long time, so we don't have any solution to remove to the outside, to the outskirts. But it's okay because the airport is small, so I think nobody complains about that. Actually, the tourists when they come here, they're very delightful because you can save the fee from the hotels to the airport very cheap.
I imagine it's cheap. You can probably walk to the hotel, right?
Yes, you can even walk, but with a taxi, very very cheap. And because I've been to some countries, so I think in my city the airport is the best. Not bad, but the best. About the aspect of cost.
Well, the airport is in the center, not in the center. The airport is in Lisbon too, where I live. But the problem is the airport is small, but the planes are very big. So if you live near the airport, half the city is near the airport, and there's a university I used to teach at near the airport, So your windows start to shake, and it's really, really disruptive. Every 5 minutes, a plane goes overhead. Everyone has to stop talking. So it's kind of, but it's very expensive to move. So I understand.
But in here the universities are in the outskirts,
Yeah.
and the airport is in the city. Which
Well,
makes weird.
as long as there's never an emergency where a plane has to land, but as long as there's no problem there,
Yeah,
then I
no
guess you're
problem.
okay. So I'm curious, where is everyone today? I know today is a holiday in France, but I'm just taking a look. Geez, it's really quiet out there. So maybe we'll have some more people joining us. Oh, like Mr. Jose. Look at that. Speak of the devil. How are you, Jose?
Hello, John. I'm doing well. Awesome.
Awesome. Well and awesome. Okay, I want you to take a look at this, everybody. Take a look. Talking about your background. So, this is a fundamental skill that everyone needs to do. Talk about where you're from. You might talk about it in relation to your CV. It might be part of a job interview. It might be small talk. So, really, no matter what the situation is, it's a very useful skill. So we're going to try to take that skill apart and look at things that will help you do it. Before we do anything else, let me just take a quick look here at the slide. Oops. Take a look at these people and tell me if you know or if you think you know where they're from. Take a quick look. You've got these from 1 to 6, and then I've got a second page here, 7, 8, 9, and 10. On this page, I've got a profile, so you're going to see one of those people. But take a quick look and tell me if you think you know where these people are from, and what ethnicity, what culture they're from. So what would you say, Lena? Do you recognize anyone in particular from 1 to 6 or 1 to 10?
I think the second.
The second.
Yes. This woman is from Chile, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And
how do you know that?
What?
How do you know that?
Especially, I think I saw this special clothes when I saw the TV program about Chile.
Okay.
But I haven't been in Chile.
I haven't been to Chile.
Free man on free picture. I think he's from some Arabic country. Maybe from Arabian, from Dubai, from I forgot the name of this country.
From which one?
United Arab Emirates. United Arab Emirates, maybe.
It's not Arabic cool, just United as Arabic. Sorry, Arabic. In English, we say Arabic, right? So we have Arabic like this. You can see I'm going to try to keep a record in the chat window. So it's not, I haven't been in Chile, but I haven't been to Chile. And not Arabic cool, but Arabic. Okay,
Arabic.
There you go. Very good, very good. And V, what would you say? So we've got maybe 2 out of these. You can also look on the next page as well. These as well. Anyone look familiar?
The girl number 7.
7, okay.
Based on the color of her eyes and her her skin color, I guess she's from Asia.
Could be. So,
and
go ahead, yeah.
and the man in number 9, because of his costume.
Because of his costume. It's not wearing a costume, though. It's not wearing a costume.
Costume.
He is not costume, because costume is like what you would wear in the theater. You wear a costume, right?
Yeah.
So give me a second. So we would say, yeah, his clothes or his dress.
His dress?
The way he is dressed, his dress.
Yeah.
He's not wearing a dress. He's not wearing women's clothing.
Yeah.
When we say dress, we mean the way. The way, yeah. So his dress makes you think that he's from where?
Yeah. So based on his dress, I guess he's from Mongolia.
Mongolia. Yeah, maybe his. Also, here's another vocabulary word. Also, his features, his facial features, also look kind of Asian, a little bit Asian, but not like Chinese or, I mean, he doesn't look like Southeast Asian. He looks more like you said, that area of Russia on the border or in the Arctic Circle. He looks kind of like those sort of slightly Asian features. It could just be the picture, but that's what I see. So features is another good vocabulary word. Facial features. Okay? Facial features. Like skin color, other features like eyebrows, shape of the nose, shape of the eyes, things like that. Okay? And Jose, you try as well. Look at the pictures from 1 to 10.
Okay.
And we've already talked about 2 and 4, I believe, and we've talked about 7 and 9. Want to make a guess about anyone else?
Yes, about the picture number 1. He is from, I think he is from Papua New Guinea.
Interesting.
Yes, he's wearing some plumes on their head and a big bird on his face.
Very interesting. How did you know that? I would never have guessed that in a million years. Have you been to New Guinea? Have you seen a documentary or?
No, because the last week I saw a sort of advertisement on the TV.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
And it was about New Guinea?
I remember it. Yes.
And it had people from New Guinea in it.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I saw some people from Papua.
Very interesting. I would never have guessed that.
The rest of the people, I don't know where they are from.
To me, the most recognizable face is number 6.
Number 6?
Yeah, because of the tattoos. It's impossible to mistake a Maori when you see one because it's so distinctive. The tattoo patterns on their faces. And there was a movie in the 1990s where the actor Harvey Keitel played a Maori. So an American actor dressed up like a Maori. So that kind of popularized Maoris in the States. And then everyone wanted to get a tattoo like the Maori tattoos, the tribal design. So it's kind of hard to mistake that one. For me, that's the most recognizable of all of these.
Yes. The most easy to recognize for you. Okay.
For me, anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So I want you to take a look at this. Well, actually, I'm going to turn the page, then I'm going to go back. I'm going to turn the slide. here. I want you to take a look at some of these descriptive words, some of which we've already used. So we've got some regions, we've got some religions, and we've got some countries. Now, I'm not saying this is difficult. It should be pretty easy. But what I want you to do is put them in the right category and then see if you can add some others to the list. So, for example, in religious groups, which of those words fits in religious groups? Give me one, Lena. Because what we're going to look at is the difference between the noun, the adjective, or the part of speech.
Christian, Muslim.
Christian and Muslim. Okay, yep.
Jewish.
Yeah. Pronunciation. Jewish.
Jewish.
That's right. Ooh. That's right.
Buddha. Buddhism. Oh.
Buddhist.
Buddhist. Yeah.
Buddhist, yep. By the way, I think I can put the IPA symbols in the window if you give me just a second here. I found a little trick to type the IPA faster, and I think it's a good idea for you to get used to it. So let me see if I can just add this quickly in the background.
I don't see the word Buddhist. Where?
Oh, that came from her imagination.
Ah, okay.
I think. Sorry, I can't look at the screen right now. I'm trying to copy and paste something. Let me just see if I can do this. Yeah, okay. Take a look at the chat window. Sorry, there's an extra little character.
Jewish.
But can you... There you go. That's it. If you want to see the IPA transcriptions really fast, I do suggest you get really accustomed by practicing. Get accustomed to them because they really help. You can click on this link, and that's a great shortcut. You just write the word in your language, and it'll give you the IPA transcription. And it's pretty accurate. So far, I haven't seen anything that I've disagreed with. So it's a good shortcut. So you said you added Buddhist to the religious group. Okay, excellent. V, you've got some regions, right?
Yeah.
Which of those are regions?
The Middle East.
Middle East. The Middle East. Yep.
The South Pacific.
The South Pacific.
Pacific. The
Good.
South Pacific.
Excellent. Okay.
East Africa.
East Africa.
And Central America.
And can you give me another?
Another?
That's not on the list?
What is the region? Africa.
Mm-hmm. Well, Africa's a continent.
Yeah, parts of continent. Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia. Yep.
Where are we here?
Yeah. Southeast Asia. What about up near where Santa Claus lives?
North America.
North America, yeah. The Western Hemisphere.
The Western.
You got this?
Yeah. The Western Hemisphere.
That's it.
Hemisphere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oops, sorry, I'm gonna try to.
I'm
having trouble standing and typing, but anyway, there you go in the chat window. The Western Hemisphere is another region. Yeah. Excellent.
I know that word, hemisphere. So
hemisphere.
Based on that, we got the word the Eastern Hemisphere.
Yeah, exactly. So, when we think of
we have North Pole and South Pole.
Right, but what's the region? The region isn't the North Pole. The region is the blah 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 circle, the something circle. Do you know?
Circle.
Class, help her out. What do we call the region?
Think about your game last week.
Jose, Elena, can you help her out? What do we call the region near the North Pole, or the region near the South Pole? The something circle. Do you know?
I don't know.
No? The answer is, if it's the north, it's the Arctic circle.
I know that.
Antarctic, no?
Arctic.
Yeah.
Antarctic,
The Arctic.
Arctic.
That's right. Arctic, I should say. So it's the north is the Arctic Circle, and the south is the strangely, we don't say the Antarctic Circle. I mean, you can, but it's more common to say Antarctica. Antarctica. And let me see if I can write this while standing. There you go. So these are some good regions. You got hemispheres. By the way, what would you call, this is for all of you, what would you call the area that runs through the top of Africa? It runs through all those desert regions of the world. It divides the world in half. Not a hemisphere. It divides the world into a north and south hemisphere. But it's the middle of the planet, the hot part.
The meridian?
Not the meridian. The
No?
equator. The equator.
Ah, the equator. Okay.
Equator. Exactly.
Equator.
The meridian, we don't say meridians in everyday language. You know, it makes sense, but we don't use it very often. The only one we use is Greenwich. Greenwich GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, because the meridian runs through England. But we don't use that word too often. Okay, and countries, I think that's pretty easy, right? You've got Bolivia, Guatemala, etc. I mean, we all know the countries. I think this part's easy. Now, applying it to your background might be a little difficult, so we're going to practice that. I want you to take a quick look at, I think this is also easy, but I want you to look at this profile here. In fact, Jose, do you think you could read the background under people and places?
Okay. How to talk about your background, people and places. This is a young man called Tariq from Morocco in North Africa. He and his family are Muslims, and they live in the Atlas mountain region. In this picture, we see him in front of the white walls of the village mosque. He's wearing the traditional blue cloth of his people.
That's right. And hang on a second, because of the word, it's not mosque, but take a look at this transcription.
Yes.
And you know what? Give me a second. It's a little bit hard to copy and paste. Give me a second. I'm going to find a faster way to do this next time.
Mosque.
Give me a second. Okay, take a look.
Yes, mask.
Not mask. Look carefully.
Mask.
Look carefully. It's not mask. Look carefully. Those are not letters. Those are symbols.
Symbols.
Yeah, those are IPA symbols. That's not the letter A. Does anyone know that symbol, that vowel symbol? Lena V, do you know how to pronounce that?
Mask.
Mosque. Mosque.
The pronunciation is ah, like father.
Mask.
Mosque.
Mosque.
Mask.
Not mask. Mosque.
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 That's right.
Mosque.
So,
Okay.
if you look carefully, that symbol, it's not the letter A.
No.
It's the letter, it's the sound, it's the IPA symbol for ah, as in father. Ah, as in father. That's right.
Okay.
Okay, very good. And so, which picture are we talking about, Jose?
This is Tariq from Morocco. North Africa, the Asian family Muslims live in the Atlas mountain range. In this picture, we see him in front of the white wall. Number 9.
Number 9 now.
No, white walls
Three.
of the village.
Three. I said that this guy from
He's wearing the traditional blue.
Emirates.
Number 10.
He's from Morocco.
Blue
No.
cloth. No?
Jose says 10. Lena, you say what?
3.
3.
3. Okay.
3.
3.
We've got a Bedouin and we've got a Berber. And I think it is number 3 because look at his clothes. They What color are his clothes? In my picture, they look blue.
Blue,
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell. It could be white or blue, but it looks blue to me. So I think you're right. And Berbers are in the Moroccan, that's one group in Morocco, the Berbers, right? Actually, yeah, it is three. I'm just taking a look. Yeah, it is three, definitely. So it's an example of a profile, and we're going to try to do something similar for you. I'm just curious. So we've talked a little about the others. I wonder if we can go to this profile and we can expand some of our descriptions. So here we have number 3, picture 3. Tariq from Morocco. His family are Muslims. The region is the Atlas Mountains. And we have a little bit of a description. Okay, we don't get his features, but we do get his dress, the traditional blue cloth of his people. And we have a little bit of culture there, because it talks about the religious aspect, because it talks about the mosque. I want you to pick a person that you described, and I'd like you to try to expand what you said about them to include those categories: religion, region, country, and if you can, something cultural. Another category could be features. Another category could be dress. So on the screen you see 3, but I think we could do 6 categories altogether. Religion, region, country, culture, dress, and perhaps physical features. Okay, so Lena, the first person you spoke about was the Aymara woman in picture 2, right? Lena? Uh-oh, can you hear me, everyone?
Yeah,
Yes.
I have some problems.
Okay.
Yes, I said about this woman.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but I think she is from South of America.
She's from South America. South America.
Yes, South of America.
No, listen. South America, not south of America.
South America.
Right. So I want you to think about those 6 features we just mentioned. So, religion,
I saw, yes, I saw.
country, region. If you want to talk about features, if you want to talk about dress, and the last one I said was if there's something cultural that you can mention, maybe that would be the 6 features. So there they are in the chat window. Okay, and you're absolutely right about your guess. She's
Yes.
from exactly where you said she was, and those are the Amaran people from that region. So you're absolutely right. You don't have to be right, though. You can make an educated guess. But see if you can say one thing about each of those 6 categories. You can also cheat. You can also Google if you need to.
I can. I can describe her features,
Please
but
do.
I don't know what religion is he. What kind of religion? Because I don't know what kind of religions in South of America. In South America.
In South America, right?
Yes, maybe some special religion, maybe some local religion. I don't know.
Right. So. You can also talk about her, when we talk about her culture, we can distinguish her people from the Spanish people who settled in the region, because she's probably not from a European descendants. She's, like you said, local. What's another way to say, not local, but the people who are from that area originally, not from Europe?
Yes.
Do you know what the word is?
She is maybe Aborigine. She is
Aboriginal. Oh, okay. Well, there's a better word. There's nothing wrong with that word, but there's a better word, a more common word, which is this one in the chat window. See it?
How can I read? Indigenous. Indigenous.
Tricky, isn't it?
Help me, please, John.
I'm going to help you. Give me a second. I have a little delay between copying and pasting. And take a look now. There you go. See if you can get it now.
Indigenous.
Perfect.
Indigenous.
Absolutely right. Rather than aboriginal. Aboriginal is not as common a word, and it means something a little different. It's about the same. But anyway, it's more common to say indigenous. So she's one of the indigenous people from the area. She's not from the Spanish, colonizers of the area, right? Yeah. So that's something about her culture. She's indigenous. Okay, religion we don't really know. What about the region? What about the region?
I think it's the south of South America. Maybe she's from Argentina or Chile, I think.
Yeah, or Bolivia or Peru. I mean, it's somewhere down there.
Bolivia, yes, or maybe she's from Bolivia or Peru, but some kind of these countries. She wears a special hat. She wears a special hat. I think this kind of clothes people in the South America, local people like to wear this kind of clothes.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit different. Yeah, absolutely. And about the region, we could say that maybe she's from. Does she live high up? Does she live low? Does she live near the ocean? Does she live inland? Where do you think where do you think her region is? If you had to guess, what would you say?
I think she lives near the end of South America, where is cold weather.
Well, I'm not sure, but as far as I know, I could be wrong about this. I think these people live in the plateau or in the mountain. I'm not sure, but so if they are anyway, they'd be in the Andes region because the Andes mountains are there. If I'm not sure about that, but I could characterize her as being in the region, or being in the Andes region, or being in the Pacific region along the coast, something like that. So I want the two of you, Jose and V, to do something similar. See if you can touch on all 6 categories. Okay? So V, you spoke about hey, what was yours? Yours was number 7 the first time, wasn't it, V?
Yeah, I chose her. But now I think I like to choose number 5.
Number 5. Okay, let's go back. Hold on a second. Number 5. Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
I know nothing about this person. Masai.
I just guess. I don't know. I just guess. Yeah.
Guessing is good. You can also cheat, and through the magic of Google, you might find out something more specific. But
yeah, but maybe after this class.
Okay. So make an educated guess about each of those 6 categories. See what you can say. Talk about the dress, the culture, religion, features, whatever you can say.
Yeah, okay. Now I start. In the picture, there is a woman. She's Maasai. Maasai, and I guess she's from Africa because her facial features. Yeah, and she's wearing the clothes is like bushman style because she's wearing some earrings and necklace, a lot of necklaces. Yeah,
A necklace. Oh, necklaces. Yeah, yeah, it's true. She's got several. Right, right.
necklaces, and she's 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 putting on a coat.
She's
A
wearing
red.
a. She's wearing, not putting on, but she's wearing what? What kind of clothes?
She's wearing like a scarf.
Yeah, okay,
Uh,
some kind of scarf or cloth. You can just say
I don't know
cloth as
the
well,
second one. Yeah.
like this. Oops. The kind of cloth or the kind of material that she's using is very colorful.
Yeah, very colorful. Um, well, it is like tartan, not tartan.
Hmm.
Tartan in this case. And I think there are several layers in her clothes. Maybe that is from the specific uh, distinguished the
Hmm.
specific person no the specific personalities of her tribes.
Right, right. So
And
the word here is not tartan, but maybe just pattern. The pattern,
pattern.
yeah,
Yeah,
the pattern, or you could say also the design. The pattern or the design
yeah, the pattern.
of the clothing has something to do with the tribe or the identity of the tribe where she's from. I think
Mhm.
that might be true as well. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. And what kind of region do you think she lives in?
I
Not the country, but the region.
no, and at the beginning I said might be from Africa.
Yeah, but
Africa.
that's not a region. That's a
The
continent.
region.
Yeah. So
Uh,
remember, the Moroccan
Maybe
was from the Atlas region. Our indigenous Peruvian or Bolivian might have been from the Andes region, or maybe by the Pacific region, like along the coast. Where do you think our Maasai person is from?
uh, I think she's from the Western Africa,
From the
the
Western
west,
region.
the Western region of Africa.
Ah, maybe from the Western region of Africa, from West Africa. Yeah, could
Yeah,
be.
because in the west of Africa, I I've seen many Bushmen,
Hmm.
many many tribes living there. So I guess
Hmm.
she's from the west.
And I think you're right. She's probably from Kenya, actually. So,
Kenya.
yeah, Kenya. Uh,
Kenya is
and
famous, uh, famous of
mhm.
um, the animals, the wild animals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. That's the region. So
Yeah.
she's from a, uh, it's a coastal. Well, it depends. You're right. There's all those parks there, huge parks for wildlife, right? So she could be from a coastal region, or she could be from the interior of Kenya. There's different
I think
areas.
the interior Kenya,
Yeah.
because if the coastal, you mean the coastal area, there are usually oceans or
Hmm.
beaches, but in
Right.
the ocean, I don't think the color is like that. Uh, Based on the
Hmm.
picture, the the weather is very dry.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think she might be from the co- the
The interior
interior
region.
area, yeah, interior area
Okay.
region of Africa.
Right. Okay. So the only difference is, in reality, she's from East Africa, not West Africa. But
How
other than
can you
that, I
know?
think
Google.
because 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 I know that those people live in Kenya.
Uh-huh.
So that's all I know. I don't know much else. So it's
Uh-huh.
East Africa because Kenya is above, or it's near Mozambique, and Mozambique is a former Portuguese colony, so I know a little bit about the area. Um,
Uh-huh.
okay, Jose, one last one, and then we're going to turn it over to you to talk about your background. But one last one.
Okay. And number one?
Number one, yeah, go for
Yeah.
it.
He is from Papua.
We say we in English we tend to just say New Guinea. Instead of Papua, we tend to say in English we usually say New Guinea, just New Guinea.
He is from New Guinea. New Guinea. His religion is Catholic, Roman Catholic Church.
Really?
The 27% of New Guinea, his religion is Roman Catholic Church.
That guy, really? I thought he would have a like an indigenous religion.
Indigenous represent 3%.
That's interesting. Okay.
Okay. Fetus, dress or cultural. In this country, there are a big diversity, many styles of cultural expressions. Each group has created its own expressive forms in art, dance, costumes, singing, music.
Are you a tour guide, Jose?
Yeah. Sorry?
Are you a tour guide, Jose?
No, I have googled this country on internet.
Okay.
Okay.
But I want you to talk about what you see. More.
Okay.
There's no problem with looking it up, but I want you to talk about what you see.
Okay. This guy or this person is wearing some plumes on his head. In his face, he has painted a yellow row on his nose.
Nose, yeah. So
Yes.
you can say he has a plume headdress.
Okay. He has a plume headdress.
And he has traditional, we have, traditional clothes, but also maybe some kind of traditional makeup. We don't really have a good word for that, but the best word I can think of is makeup. Sometimes we can say paint, depending on what it is, but I don't know what it's for. But anyway, he's got some kind of traditional makeup. You can see the rose color on his cheeks and the yellow on his nose. A traditional headdress made out of flowers and plumes, as you said, or feathers. You can also say feathers. Okay, excellent. How would you describe his features, Jose? Hello, Jose? Uh-oh, I think we lost Jose. Hello, can anyone hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Maybe Jose got cut off. Maybe Jose went to New Guinea to do some research and he'll be back. I don't know. Okay, I think Jose is having some connection problems. So, I want you to try this yourself. I do want you to listen to some descriptions quickly, and I want you to, well, actually, first I want you to read. Listen and read this text and tell me which photo it's about. We've already done this a little bit, but I want you to notice some other kinds of vocabulary words that you might use. So take a quick look. It says underline the words which are helpful. Well, just tell me which words you think are interesting or useful. This picture shows a woman standing beside a lake, Lake Titicaca in Bolivia. She's wearing a traditional black hat and carrying a brightly colored cloth bag. The Aymara people have their own language called Aymara. Do you remember which one she is?
Yes, she is my woman from second picture.
That's right. She's your woman. That's true. Okay. So there's a second description here, but this one is just listening. Listen to these descriptions and match with the photos. I want you to compare your descriptions to my descriptions, and then after that, we're going to turn it over to you to give this a shot, talking about your own culture. So listen to 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's quite a few here. I don't want to do all of these. I'm going to pick maybe 3 out of these. Okay. So listen to the first one and tell me if you can pick out the picture. This is a photo of a young man with a black headcloth. He has white lines and spots painted on his face. His lips are painted black. His people live in the Sahara in Niger. He's at a marriage festival and he wants to find a wife. So take a quick look. Who am I talking about here?
I can. It's a man from 4 picture.
Picture 4.
Yeah.
Actually, you are right.
Number
Yep, that's him. What gave it away? Was it the black cloth?
Because he has black lips.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Okay, one more. I'm going to do 2 more, actually. Notice some of the descriptive words. If you hear vocabulary that you think is useful, put it in the chat window or ask me about it. Here's the second one. This young man holding 2 birds is from Jordan. He's wearing the typical red headscarf of the region. The Bedouin people live all over the Middle East, and they are Muslims. Behind him, you can see a wall made of mud and stones. My description doesn't exactly match the picture, maybe. Can you see which one I'm talking about?
Yes.
Which one?
Right. Oh, number 10.
10.
Number 10.
Number 10.
Right.
10.
Number 10. You can see also Bedouin.
But I didn't understand what country is he from.
He's not from a country.
Is he
It
from
says-
Jordan?
Oh, this, yeah. This particular person is from Jordan, yes. But the Bedouin people live
Right.
all over. Bedouin.
But
They live.
in the description, it said he's carrying 2 birds, right?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
carrying-
I know. I put a different picture here because the original wasn't very good quality. So,
Mhm.
same boy, different picture. I'm reading you the description of the old picture. But anyway, you got the right person. That's the important thing. Okay, one more. See if you can get this last one. We see a young girl from Guatemala in Central America. She's wearing a blue shirt or dress, and she's smiling at the camera. Behind her, you can see some traditional blue handmade local cloth. I don't know if you can actually see that, but yeah, maybe you can. From Guatemala. So, who do you think I'm talking about here?
Number 7.
8. I think
7
Eight.
or 7 or 8.
7 or 8, yes.
8.
I have to go back to my original picture.
Guatemala for me it is more the
7.
picture 8.
7.
The
Because of the blue shirts.
Yeah, the answer is 7. Because
7.
also you can see the cloth in the background too, the traditional cloth.
Ah, okay.
And number 8, she seems more like from the Amazon region to me. She looks like a girl from the Amazon region, an indigenous person, maybe. Okay, so those are some descriptive adjectives that you might use. We talked a little bit about regions. I want you, let me just see how I can do this quickly. Let me jump ahead here. We're not going to do, we've already talked a little bit about regions. You can take a look at these after class if you want to get a little extra practice. Just testing you on regions and on spelling. Okay, but what I want you to do is take a look at someone talking about their background to give you a model of how you might talk about yours. Read this text. It asks here, are the letters in green pronounced? Well, you can't see the colors, and it doesn't really matter because I'm going to help you with the pronunciation. But the more important thing is I want you to listen to this and tell me what facts stand out for you. Okay? In fact, I think it would be better that you don't even look at the text. I think you should just listen to the description first. And I want you to use this as a model for how to talk about your background. So if you give me just a second, let me go to the right page. Listen to this description, and afterwards tell me what you understood, what you remember from it. My name's Jerry. I'm 19 and I work in a garage. I'm from a village near Galway in the west of Ireland. I speak English and Gaelic. I'm not religious, but my parents are Catholic. I come from a working class family. I've got cousins in America because my aunt Celia married an American man and moved to the USA. They live in Georgia. I enjoy motor racing and I write articles for a car magazine. That is Jerry. So, what basic facts do you remember about Jerry? If you think back to that profile earlier, in fact, let's take a quick look. If you think back to that profile we saw earlier, here, did you pick up all those details in the categories on the right side? Okay, so age and gender, what did you pick up there? The age and gender. What did you hear?
19.
19 for the age.
19.
Yeah.
Gender?
Male.
Or young man in this case, because he's 19.
Yeah, young man.
Lena, nationality? What did you hear? No, Lena. Jose, nationality?
Okay.
Nationality, west of Ireland.
Okay, well that's the region though, west of Ireland. Nationality would be what?
Will be
Ireland.
That's the country. I want the nationality.
Irish.
Irish.
Galway?
Irish.
Irish.
Irish. Right. Country Ireland, nationality Irish. What about ethnic background? What would you say for that?
He came from a working class family.
Okay. It's not really ethnic, but that is his background. Working class. Very good.
Class family.
Yeah. Okay, excellent.
Something like garlic or.
That's about the culture now. He speaks Gaelic. Gaelic. Right. He's a Gaelic and English speaker. And what about religion?
No religion.
So,
not religion.
But his parents are Catholic.
Catholic.
Yeah. Not Catholic, but Catholic.
Catholic.
Good. Right. So you can say he is non-religious. He is non-religious.
Non-religious.
His parents are Catholic. Okay. So, think about the way that's structured, and I want you to try to do the same. I want you to try to do this speaking first, and then if you like some extra practice, you could write it up and send it to me and I'll correct it. Think about these categories: name, age, home, region, country, job, religion, family background, ethnic background, personal interests. It says to work in groups, but we're running short on time, so don't worry about the groups. Just use Jerry's monologue as a structure. Think about how he said those things. If you want, go back to slide 9 and replace his details with your details. Okay? And then let's try it out in class. So I'll leave these categories on the board, and I want to hear from you. As I hear from you, I'm going to give you some suggestions in the chat window. Okay? Lena, want to give it a shot? Or do you need a minute to prepare?
Yes, I can.
Yeah? Go for it.
Okay. My name is Helen. I am 35. 30, yeah. I work in a company. I am from small town near Odessa in the south of Ukraine, near the Black Sea. I speak Russian and Ukrainian. I'm Christian. Um, I've got my brother.
Mm-hmm.
He lives with me in town, in the same town as me.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my husband and my children.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy English.
Me too.
English learning.
Very good. Very good.
And I enjoy traveling around the world.
Okay, very good. Here's a little bit of feedback. Look in the chat window. You could say, I'm from a small town. Don't forget the articles. I'm from a small town.
I'm from a small town.
Yep.
Mhm.
Because in Russian, you know, you don't have articles, but in English we do. So we have to focus on when we use the definite and indefinite article. Here, it's a small town because you didn't say specifically the town. You said near the Black Sea. You could say in the Black Sea region. You could say that as well to talk about the region.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying I've got a brother, you'd say maybe I have one sibling. My brother lives near me. So we can talk about siblings, brothers and sisters, rather than I've got. That sounds awkward. But you say I have a sibling. My brother lives near me. In fact, in the same town. Instead of I've got a husband, you know, I'm married. Because I've got sounds like you own these things. It's not that you own them, but it's that you're describing yourself. So I would change that to, you know, I have siblings, I'm married with children, we could say. Okay, very good.
Why I can say I'm married with children? I don't understand this.
It's just an expression. It's something that everyone will say. I'm married with children.
And they have children. And they have children.
No, it doesn't say you're married to the children. Careful. It says married with children. You're not married to them. You're married to your husband, but you're with children. So with has a different meaning here. It means that you have children. Okay, so married to husband, married with, meaning you have children. To and with are completely different meanings here. Okay? Clear?
Okay. Clear.
Okay. I would never say, you don't ever say you're married with your husband or wife. It's you're married to. We're almost out of time, but I'll give you an extra 2 minutes or so. So, V, want to give it a try?
Yes. I'm V and I'm from Vietnam. I'm living in a small city and I speak Vietnamese. I'm learning English and I really enjoy it. And also I'm a beginner of Japanese. I'm non-religious and I come from a working class family. I've got 2 siblings and they are married, but I'm still single, but available. I really enjoy
and now Verbling is a dating service. Okay, great.
Yeah, I take advantage of advertising myself.
There you go.
Yeah, I really enjoy traveling and music is one of my favorites. I can't live without music. That's why I'm learning piano.
Okay, very good. Excellent.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of feedback. When you say a small city, do you mean really a city? Or do you mean a village? Or do you mean a town? Because a city...
Yeah, a city.
Oh, okay. What's the population?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't care.
No, it's just because...
But in Vietnam, it is the 3rd biggest city.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The 3rd biggest city in Vietnam. But it's still a small city, I think.
Okay, I just wasn't sure what you meant, but now I understand. And another feedback, you can say I am not religious or I am non-religious. They're about the same. I guess if you're making a statement, you would say, I'm not religious, like I'm not very religious. But if you're describing a person, you would say that person is non-religious, as just like saying that person is Catholic or Buddhist. So if it's a description, non, and if it's a statement, not. All right? And
So,
yeah,
so
question?
you mean non-religious, we refer to another person, but not religious, we use for ourselves?
I think it's more likely to do that, yes. Because if you're talking about yourself, you're making a statement. And if you're referring to someone else, you're probably describing that person. And non-religious is like an adjective. And I am not religious is a sentence. I am not. So probably yes. It probably would be like that.
Yeah.
And Jose, we have time for one more. Actually, we don't have time, but I'm going to give you time. Want to try it, Jose?
Okay. My name is Jose. I am 40 years old. I work as a teacher. I'm from a village near Valencia in the west of Spain. I speak Spanish and English. I'm Catholic. I come from a working class family. I enjoy learning English. I like to do exercise too.
Mm-hmm. I like to work out.
Yes, I like to work out.
Okay. So a little feedback for you. You said in the
Okay.
west of Spain.
Yes.
You could say in the Valencia region as well, if you like.
Ah, okay.
Because that's an area.
Valencia is located in the west of Spain.
Sure, but I'm saying another way to say that, if you like,
okay.
is just to say I'm from the Valencia region of Spain. You could say it that way too.
Okay.
You could also refer to yourself as bilingual. I'm bilingual, Spanish and English. Just an alternative. You could also say, instead of I'm from a working class family, you could say my background is working class, or I'm from a working class background.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong with what you said. I'm just giving you a few alternatives.
It is another way to say.
Another way, right. The only mistake is exercise. It's okay to say exercise, but if you say I like, then you're probably going to say I like working out or I like going to the gym. Probably we would use those words because exercise could be many things. I like doing exercise. No, we would probably say I like working out. I like staying in shape. I like being fit. There you go.
Thank you, John.
And that's all the time we have. In fact, everyone is probably wondering where I am in the other class, but that's okay. Or maybe no one's here today. I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening today. So listen, stick around if you want to learn some Fluency Fundamentals. That's coming up next. If you want to write up your description, I'll be happy to correct it. Send it to me in the message window. I'll correct it and send it back. Otherwise, I'll see you in just a minute in Fluency Fundamentals, where we talk about different ways of speaking. All of that and more coming up. Bye for now. See you in a moment. Bye for now, everyone.
Thank you. Very nice lesson. Thank you.